Hey out there. This is Dr. Paul Martin with Brilliant Life Chiropractic, and it was a little bit hard for me to write this post and much less to even say it now, but I hurt my back. Even I get back pain sometimes. Many of you might have the opinion that because I'm a chiropractor, because I keep myself in pretty good shape, I should never get back pain. And even I share this opinion sometimes. So this was hard to write. It's hard to record. The truth is, part of the reason that I became a chiropractor is because I've been seeing a chiropractor since I was about 14 years old, all for various back pains and ailments and things like that. Also for wellness care, but it was back pain that got me started. And I've had my host of injuries. Chiropractic is the thing that keeps me going more than anything else. So hence chiropractic. Um, but I want to talk more specifically about this most recent injury that I had while I was in Mexico on vacation, of all things. It seemed pretty innocuous at the time, like nothing I hadn't dealt with before. But anyway, here is what happened. I was exercising on a set of gymnastics rings, and I was doing a move where you start in a tucked position, so your knees are up in your chest, and I was holding myself up in the rings with both arms straight down at my side, and then bending at the elbows and rotating so I go into an inverted position. And when I did that, I felt something sort of just twinge in my upper lower back, so kind of higher up than one might think. Sort of a deep, achy twinge, nothing too sharp, nothing too horrible right at that moment. And I thought, okay, well, I just did that. Let me see if I can continue with the workout. Let me just see. And sure enough, I could. It didn't seem like it kept me back from doing anything. So I kept on with the workout and I finished. And the whole rest of that day was just kind of achy. Um, but the next day, that morning, a larger muscle in my back went into spasm and basically knocked me out for 5 days. For 5 days, I had pretty much horrible back pain that only felt better while I was lying down. I got adjusted that first day. My wife's also a chiropractor, and I got adjusted, and she said there really wasn't that much to do. So it's not like I was out. It's not like my disc had just blown or anything like that. Um, let me tell you what I think happened. First off, I can share that it was pretty annoying to be just lying on my back for 5 days in Mexico when what I wanted to do was swim and play with my family and all of that. I ended up reading three 600-page novels. I watched a bunch of movies. All of that. So anyway, here's what I think happened. Here's what led to it. I was doing a lot of handstand walking recently. I'm working out hard. I always work out hard, but this was a lot of handstand walking, which is really hard on the core. Bending over as the legs come over, then imagine this area here. It's kind of like the spine, and it puts a lot of stress on that area, and those core muscles have to work really hard. I was also doing squat cleans. The last workout that I did, I literally did a football field of handstand walking and squat cleans at about 90% of my 1 rep max. If you don't know what a squat clean is, look it up. Also just look up just a clean, because it may be called that instead. I felt fine. I had absolutely no pain after this workout. And then I got on a couple of planes to head down to Mexico. And it had me sitting for about 6 hours straight. Sitting is actually one of the toughest things on the spine. It's really, really hard on it. It puts more pressure on the intervertebral discs and tends to require a lot more effort from the core than, say, even standing or squatting. And it put tension through those muscles that I think had been stressed from my previous workouts. But none of that really hurt, not yet. And then we got to the resort that we were staying, and the bed was not the best for me, not super comfortable, and I was stiff, but my back didn't hurt. Then we drove down to where we were going to be staying, and so I spent another 4 hours sitting in a car that time. And that's when it got just a little achy in the back. And I'm like, okay, something's going on here. So the next day, I didn't do anything strenuous. I let it rest. I felt good. And so it was the day after that I finally did my workout. So you can see, like, I was aware of this the whole time, and I was taking steps, and I was listening to my body and all of that. And it still happened. And it can still happen to any of you. And so I totally get that. It was the day after that when I finally injured it doing what I said I was doing. And so I don't think it was that workout, because I've done that workout before. I think it was all of those different stresses leading up to it. Subsequently, the only thing I could do without pain was lie down. I even succumbed and took some ibuprofen, but it did nothing at all. Just had to sort of let these powerful muscle spasms. So here's what I think happened. I think I tore a little muscle in my spine during the exercise. And after that day of it not quite being fully healed, my body said, you know what, that's enough. We need to lock this area down went into spasm, hold the whole thing tight, and that's what caused the most pain and made it so that I couldn't do much. So it's now been about a month since that injury, 5 weeks and a couple of days. I'm back in the gym. I'm doing all the things that I was doing before. I've even done some handstand walking, and I feel great. There's a little bit of soreness here and there, but nothing major. Since coming back, I've really engaged in chiropractic and acupuncture and massage. I've done my own therapy program and rehab program to get these muscles stronger, and that's what it takes. It takes getting in there and doing all of the things. Um, but now, after having gone through this, I have a lot more sympathy for people with this particular kind of back pain, just like I did for all the other kinds that I've ever had. Every injury I get makes me a better chiropractor, makes me better able to serve anyone else. So if you know someone in the Tacoma area who has had back pain, please send them my way. I'm Dr. Paul Martin with Brilliant Life Chiropractic. You deserve a brilliant life. Let it shine.